I agree with what you guys say, and as far as vacuum next to pressure,
Okay. Let me try. If I was to make the following statement, would you agree, yes or no? So just I agree or I disagree. If the sky was a vacuum, the gas we enjoy breathing would fill the space. Agree or disagree?
I would have to agree.
Why have you descended into ad hominem me? What's
and
going
just
on?
know, Nathan. Like in reality, Nathan, you talk to somebody like that to their face, you get slapped.
Eat that mic.
In reality,
eat that mic.
Like you would be slapped and on the ground crying if you spit people like that.
This guy literally wants to hurt me.
All right, you would be on the ground, slapped, dead, crying.
Yeah. Tell me how much you want to see me in pain. While I humiliate your dumbass for not knowing what science is. He's expressing how they all feel. I love it. They all want me to be in pain. They all want me to be penniless and in pain. Why? Because they can't defeat my argument. And that's what's just happened. He couldn't defeat my argument. He doesn't know what science is. His argument is you don't know what science is, and I've proved how stupid he is. He's so offended by me destroying his fundamentalist religious zealot belief in a globe that he now wants to hurt me and see me with no money. What a shock. Yeah, like Thunderfoot. How dare this guy have Patreons? How dare this guy earn a living? You want to see me in pain, don't you?
No, I'm on the fence just asking a question.
Yeah, you can suck my balls on the fence. You hate the fact that I've destroyed your globe belief on the fence, my ass. You want to see me in pain. You've just made that explicitly clear. And I'm delighted. Because it's your projection of your pain. Share it with us.
Give me a break, dude.
Yeah, I will give you a break. Earth's not a sphere. The sky's not a vacuum. You've been lied to on a massive scale. And you want to blame me. You want to see me in pain for that. No, this is your own pain, mate.
Just
not mine.
That's the question, and you start yelling and calling me names. And then
No, telling you to share your pain and eat your mic. While you tell me how I would get slapped. Baby. Yeah? Well, I'd be in pain. No, this is your cognitive pain, not me. I don't deserve to be beaten up because you don't like the fact your religious belief's dying.
I'm throwing out ideas because I know that I'm never going to be twerking for subs. So, what else going to do?
Actually, basically utilizing your talents, which is mauling ballers. That's what we all love you so much for. Mauling them with arguments, an attitude, a good attitude, strict attitude. So what if you do a marathon? Like, specially invite the ballers, the annoying ones, and all giving them a go.
You know what? That's such a good idea. I might do it daily. I could call it Flat Earth Debate. I already do that.
Okay. Well, that's why I said, like, if you have like a non-stop live marathon, let's say 4 more hours.
Please also share the show on social media. Sharing the show obviously increases the live audience, but this in turn increases the chances of a more diverse panel. So please share the show on Facebook and Twitter. One last time, if you're new to the channel or you've not done so already, then be sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification icon and join button to keep up to date with the Flat Earth Debate. I'm currently stood on the main channel, that's Nathan Oakley 1980, at 19,000 subscribers. Now, obviously, I'd love to hit the milestone of 20,000 subscribers, so I started to research how do you grow subscribers. And what did I come across? I came across a lot of very attractive females, much younger than myself, twerking for subs, and things like that. And upon finding out the various ways that other people appeal to their audience to subscribe, I didn't think any of them were very applicable to me. So I then went back through my stats and racked my brain, which brings me to you, Neil, mentioning dearth, about how I have actually grown the channel. Now, whether or not this channel shadow banned by YouTube or shoved down the lists is irrelevant, there is a very distinct way that I've grown the channel, and that's from people actually mentioning me, like Dearth. So the only reason we have the dulcet tones of Neil on an almost daily basis is because Dearth mentioned me, and then he came and subscribed. I think you might have also said the same about Globebusters, the guys from England. That might have been 10th Man.
Yeah, that was me.
Right. Well, those are the places that I see growth. Same goes for Eddie and various other people who've shouted me out that have got bigger names that I've cut out and used at the beginning of videos because they're good shout-outs. However, the same applies to almost anybody who's watching that's got even the remotest of audiences. a shout out from somebody, or maybe even like some people do already, trim out a little clip that they think is relevant to the subject matter, and publish it with a link to my channel, because that's the only way I can see that this channel actually grows. Now, it might be optimistic to think I can get to 20,000 subscribers by the end of the year, but I know based on my stats and where they're going, I'm going to hit 5 million views by the end of the year, which is a fairly astonishing achievement when you think about it. This is still a very, very small channel, and it's all very small increments of growth. But as I say, that's what I'm appealing to the audience for. The only way I can see, unless you want to see me twerking for subs, is that you shout me out.
Don't do it, Nathan.
I'm not going to twerk for subs. But I will appeal to my audience to say, if you can shout me out, even if you've got a small audience, and by small audience, I'm like, if you've got 100 people subscribed to you, that's an audience of 100 people where, if you get 1% take up, that means I grow by 1 sub. And if you can shout me out and the audience can be increased, the effectiveness of what we do here is increased. The potential for more live participants is increased. Also, the panel.
Nate.
So there's a lot of... Go on.
Shout out to Nathan.
Yeah, but I'm more appealing to people who've actually got an audience to pass the information on. So it's only when it's put in front of somebody that it wouldn't already be in front of. Now, that could be the example with 10th Man, with Bob saying the guy's out in the UK, and him going, oh, what guy's in the UK? Or Dirth specifically talking about me, or Eddie Bravo specifically talking about me. There's been growth as a direct result of that. Well, it's not growth because I'm lucky enough to have one of my videos stuffed on the front page of YouTube to reach an audience that didn't already know about me. It's only when people who share my stuff, in whatever means that is, reach somebody that hasn't heard of me, that I will grow. That's literally, as far as I can ascertain, the only way the channel grows. Hence, I say it at the beginning of every single show. Please share the show. It'll increase the live audience, but it'll also increase the diversity of the panel. And I couldn't be more sincere when I say that. That's why I say it every single show. But, like I say, when I've looked at the stats, what directly correlates with growth is where another YouTuber has said, Nathan's a good show, go and watch him. And that causes me to grow. So if I can't twerk for subs, the only thing I can do is appeal to other people who've got viewers, even if it's a small number, or a perceived small number. Give me a shout out. I'll e-beg for shout outs rather than twerking for subs. Do you know what I mean?
Have you ever thought of, those advertisements on silent buses and stuff? Have you ever thought of one of those?
Speaking of raising awareness with billboards and things of that nature, that's precisely something that DITRH has done. And when he did have a small direction to an instruction or a call to action, which those again need to have if they're going to be effective, he was directing people towards flat earth clues at the time. Now, don't get me wrong, if there was a sponsored billboard campaign that directed people to flat earth debate as opposed to flat earth clues, that would be wonderful. But I'm not in any way suggesting that, nor can I afford to put a billboard campaign together. Even if I did, it would be effective only in my very limited area. So I don't think it would be a great idea. What you're saying is put together an advert that someone can just mirror. Well, yeah, I had thought of that and I considered it. But it's like, if I'd done that and, say, for the sake of argument, Eddie Bravo had mirrored it on some obscure channel, what would it have done? No good. But in conversation with Santos Bonacci, saying Nathan just rocks or destroys or whatever word he used.
Nathan Oakley is my fucking favorite right now. I love Nathan Oakley.
Yeah, me too.
He demolishes people.
Absolutely.
Oh, man.
That's far more effective. So in whatever way is easy and, for whatever person. So let's say you've got 100 subs on your channel and you're like, I don't know, I'll just trim out a little bit of this particular video. It's dead easy. And then, if it's just a comment underneath or something in the info box saying go and subscribe to Nathan, get him to 20,000 subs, because that's literally what I'm appealing to people to achieve. So why not be overt about it? Just say, yeah, that's exactly what I'm asking you to do. I'm not going to beat around the bush. That's what I'm trying to achieve. I think it's a lofty order. I think it's a tall order. I don't think I'll actually achieve it. I'm a bit skeptical. But by the same token, if you don't try these things, you're never going to achieve anything, and no one will ever shout you out. If you don't say, hey, can you shout me out? You got a channel, right? You got 100 subs on your channel. Yeah, shout me out. Go on. I might get a sub out of it.
Well, did you ever think you were going to achieve the amount of subs you have now?
Yeah, I thought I'd have 1 million by now. What you talking about?
Oh, my bad. So much for modesty.
I'm very pleased with where I am.
Rather than doing the twerking stuff, which is a joke, you ought to do a rap song like Chocolate. You'll get subs.
It's not about me producing more material, though, because where am I going to appeal to? I'm going to appeal to the audience I've already got. Statistically, you're, I think, I can't remember the exact, it's basically 80-20 subscribed, not subscribed. Well, given the amount of trolls that I know aren't subscribed, there's a very small percentage of people who are coming to my videos that aren't subscribed already. You know, when I see people who've got 1 million, 2, 3, 4 million subscribers and are putting out videos that are getting tens of millions of views with memes or something, they often put at the beginning of their video, check out my stats, only 10% of you are subscribed. So they've got the complete antithesis of my problem, which is that they've got nobody's dedicated to meme videos, so hardly anyone subscribes, and proportionately they've still got several million subscribers, but they're moaning about not having, you know, a dedicated audience. Me, I've got nothing but a dedicated audience. So if I put an advert, it will be, you know, I'm preaching to the converted, whereas the converted who are converted already have potentially got an audience that aren't already catered to by me. And how can I get to that audience? Well, through the people who are already subscribed that may have an audience of their own. Now, in the case of, obviously, if I just appeal, it's a bit cheesy if I just say, hey, Bob and Dirth, can you make me an advert? I just sound like a weasel. Whereas if it's like, well, no, actually, utilising the success, although it's limited, of this channel, if you've got 100 subs or something, I mean, don't get me wrong, if Dirth was to make me an advert off the back of this, I'd be kissing his ass forever. But that's not exactly what I'm appealing to. I'm appealing to anybody who's got an audience at all. It's like, you know, why not? I'm throwing out ideas because I know that I'm never going to be twerking for subs. So, what else going to do?
Actually, for Rory to twerk for you.
Thank
you.
Yes.
I have a question. I've been listening to you for like a week now, and you guys make a lot of good points, but, you know, you do, you know, the same questions every day. I was just wondering, how come you guys don't like take it to the next step and try to do an experiment? You know, like you guys buy a rocket, put an iPhone on there, send it up, something
up where
that could
okay,
help out your
send
claims.
it up where?
Like I seen on YouTube, an amateur rocket that went up. I thought you guys could do something similar, a balloon with a phone.
Yeah, for what purpose? What are we looking for with this imagery that comes back? Where's it going, and what are we looking for in the footage?
Well, because, I mean, you could do, you know, like you guys are going through these questions every day, but if you never do an experiment...
Yeah, I heard that. We heard all that.
You're just going to be talking.
I heard. I don't need you to repeat yourself. I heard. You don't need to repeat that. My question, I'll repeat slower. What are we looking for in the imagery you say we should acquire?
To see what's up there. Isn't that the whole point of the discussion?
What's up where?
Above our heads.
And that's going to prove what now?
It's going to prove your claim that, you know, you can't have vacuum without a physical barrier, or it's going to prove their claim that you just fly out into space.
I see. Number one, that's not a claim I make, that's natural law. You mistakenly think that my claim that you can't have gas pressure without a container is a claim, when it's in fact natural law. Inviolable. Do you know what inviolable means? Not a claim I'm making, not something that needs proving. Inviolable natural law. So you can't have gas pressure without a container. I believe we covered this with you personally less than 24 hours ago.
Yeah, no, we spoke yesterday.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, I know. I haven't got a short memory. So you appreciated and conceded that the sky is definitely not a vacuum yesterday. Less than 24 hours.
I agree with your
So why are you now
logic
challenging
in
me?
that.
So you agree. So thank you. Why are you now challenging me to send some balloon up to a sky vacuum when I can already disprove it and have done with you personally within the last 24 hours? Why would I now need to send a balloon up when, by your own words and now Fundy muting, through my demolition of your claim that you think I need to now disprove, even though I've already done it within the last 24 hours, what on earth would I be trying to achieve given that I've already achieved it with you personally within the last day?
Well, it's achieving would be, let's see what is we're actually. If you just sit here and do this debate every day, it's just words going back
third
and forth.
repetition. I heard.
See what reality
I heard.
Can I
Do you think I need it 3
Can I
times?
finish?
Hello. I
Can I
don't need you
finish?
to repeat your claim 3
Can I
times.
finish my sentence?
I heard it. The second and first time you said it, I don't need a third repetition, you dumb fool. I heard, if you're going to sit here doing the debates, then you need to go out and do an experiment. You think I need it a third time, you dumb cracker? I heard! I asked you what it was going to achieve.
Obviously.
Don't talk through me, you fundy fuckwit. I'm telling you, I've already disproved the sky is a vacuum. You've told me to send up a balloon to try and prove it either way. I've already debunked it with you personally, and your response is to repeat the same thing for the third time and tell me you need to get to the end of your sentence about debates and what they're achieving and not experiments. I heard. I'm not deaf. So, we're not going to be going up to disprove a sky vacuum with a balloon then. Your suggestion is ludicrous, pointless, absurd, and I've already debunked the thing you're trying to get us to try and disprove with this nonsense. Do you understand?
So we should never go out into reality.
You can concede that the sky's not a vacuum already because you've already done it within the last 24 hours, you idiot.
No, yeah, you could prove your logic.
Yeah! So we don't need to go up in a fucking balloon. You've already conceded it's beyond the constraints of natural law. I don't need a balloon. Hello? So what else are we looking for? We're not going to be disproving sky vacuum. I've already done it. So, anything else you think we should achieve with this balloon you suggest we send up?
No, we should just...
So shut up, you stupid dick. Sit down with your balloon suggestion and know your stupid place here. That's to shut up, listen to the educated people and not suggest things that you're not doing when I've already disproved the point it doesn't make. You stupid idiot. Now sit down and try and comprehend the things we tell you. Okay?
Yes,
Good
sir.
dog. Sit down and know your place, you idiot. Send a balloon up.
Oh,
You
piss
send a
off,
balloon up.
you nonce.
See what you see, moron. See if you see a sky vacuum when you send up a balloon, rather than challenging me on what I do. I do this daily. I've made more strides in this subject than you've had our dinners. Don't tell me what to do with a balloon when you've already seen them on YouTube not disproving the sky vacuum, and I'm doing it with natural law. For you, within the last day. How short's your memory, you thicko?
No, I'm just saying...
Don't just say anything. Sit down and shut up. Know how stupid you are and how much you're getting told off for your stupidity by a flat earther. Understand your place. That's being told off by me. The flat earther who knows what's what has already told it you within the last 24 hours, and you see fit to challenge with some absurd claim that can't be disproven with a balloon. You understand me, you idiot?
Challenging anything.
Yeah, you are. You're challenging me to send a fucking balloon up to disprove a sky vacuum because I've tied you down on what you think you'll achieve with this shit. And it won't. What it will achieve is zero. You yet to tell me what else you think this balloon I should send up will achieve. It won't disprove a sky vacuum. Natural law does that. You already conceded it, you idiot.
So if you sit in your house all day just talking...
So you want to ad hom me now if I sit in my house all day? This is my job. Sat in my house. I call this my studio. It's my job. How dare you? The amount of people who work from home at the moment, and you're going to criticise me from doing this from here? You're going to criticise half the fucking world? They're all working from home at the moment, you stupid idiot. You think that's going to be a successful ad hominem attack?
It's not an ad hominem.
Yeah, what? You sit there at home? Yeah, I do. Pummeling your globe faith based on natural law. Not balloons I should send up, idiot.
If there's no action, just talk, then you'll never find the truth. That's what...
That's an ad hom. Talk. I've described the annihilation of the sky vacuum by way of natural law, the entropy law, the increase of entropy that would dictate that we wouldn't have any air to breathe. You conceded it within the last 24 hours, and you're now telling me I'm not achieving anything because I'm not sending up your balloon to disprove a sky vacuum I've already debunked. You're a moron.
Nathan,
Go take some of your YouTube money and go...
Now that's an ad hom number 3, so you can get the fuck out of my show. You're not going to sit here and ad hom me 3 times in a row, you stupid dick. You'll be berated for your stupidity. Not, oh, you can take some of your YouTube money. I'll use that to feed my family. That's what I do with this money that I earn here. Limited though it is. However, my main purpose at the moment is berating a moron. who thinks sending a balloon up will disprove something he's already conceded is fake. That would be the sky vacuum. Yeah, moron, the thing you conceded on yesterday's show? You asked what happened yesterday, 10th. This dick globe believer conceded the sky is not a vacuum. It sits directly in violation of the second law of thermodynamics. If the sky was a vacuum, the gas we breathe would fill the space. Without the container, there can be no pressure. And yet this dick sees fit to come here and challenge me to send a balloon to disprove something he's already conceded. What a wanker. Then chooses to ad hom me about how I earn a living because I'm at home when half the world is at the moment. What a dick. Look, there's plenty of people out there pushing ideas that we do not push, right? And were Bob to be here, he'd get the same treatment Arwin got yesterday, and he knows that. So it's not like we are ever going to change our positions based on what individuals on their own channels decide to push. We could spend all day going through...
No, you're just going to talk in circles forever and never do anything. That's what you're going to do.
Okay.
So,
the same guy who had
not very entertaining after 2 episodes.
What are you doing?
Just
Hold on, this guy wants to share his
I saw
pain.
Dirth's channel. I saw Dirth do a little experiment in his kitchen with a flashlight and a piece of cardboard. But I guess that was too expensive for you, Nathan. You need all your pounds over there in Jolly Old.
Why have you descended into ad homing me? What's
and just know, Nathan. Like in reality, Nathan, you talk to somebody like that to their face, you get slapped. In reality,
eat that mic.
Like you would be slapped and on the ground crying if you speak to people like that.
This guy literally wants to hurt me. He's so offended by me destroying his fundamentalist religious zealot belief in a globe that he now wants to hurt me and see me with no money. What a shock. Yeah, like Thunderfoot. How dare this guy have Patreons? How dare this guy earn a living? You want to see me in pain, don't you?
No, I'm on the fence just asking a question.
Yeah, you can suck my balls on the fence. You hate the fact that I've destroyed your globe belief on the fence, my ass. You want to see me in pain. You've just made that explicitly clear. And I'm delighted. Because it's your projection of your pain. Share it with us.
Give me a break, dude.
Yeah, I will give you a break. Earth's not a sphere. The sky's not a vacuum. You've been lied to on a massive scale. And you want to blame me. You want to see me in pain for that. No, this is your own pain, mate, not mine.
That's your question, and you start yelling and calling me names. And then
no, telling you to share your pain and eat your mic. While you tell me how I would get slapped. Baby. Yeah? Well, I'd be in pain. No, this is your cognitive pain, not me. I don't deserve to be beaten up because you don't like the fact your religious belief's dying.
I don't have a religious belief.
Yeah, you do.
That
you
says a lot about you, though.
Got a funny belief in a sky vacuum that you think I should be out there debunking when I've already debunked it. But that's not good enough. I should be out with bits of string.
All I'm saying is that you could talk, and that's talk. But then, just like you say with the scientific method, at the end you do an experiment, right? At the end of the scientific experiment to see which way it is, yes or no.
You don't know what science is.
Is the shape of the Earth a scientific question?
Criticizing me on my use of science. So fine, I'll take you down this road. If you want to be humiliated by a flat earther again,
you just come up with stuff to put in my mouth. I asked you a question. You hear the words coming out of my mouth,
don't you? Please. Hello? You've just criticised me for my lack of science. Now we're going to discover how good your scientific acumen is. Or you're going to talk through me non-stop. Hello? Can we have a two-way conversation without you talking through me, please? So.
All right, sorry.
Thank you. So you've criticised my scientific acumen. What are the three constituent parts of a scientific experiment?
And then you make a claim, and then
Wrong.
You go out.
Oi, fucking moron! You stupid fuckwit dick! Now you're gonna get berated by a flat earther. You stupid idiot!
Yeah,
do you hear me?
All right, you put.
You stuttering fuckwit! That is not one of the constituent parts of a scientific experiment. How dare you criticise my scientific acumen when you are a retard and do not know what science is? How dare you, you stupid moron!
Speaking to me like this in my...
You are a moron! You don't even know what the three constituent parts of a scientific experiment are. I asked you and you don't know. You are wrong. A moron, an idiot who is being berated by a flat earther for the second time on the same show. Now sit down. Don't tell me about how good my scientific acumen is. You haven't got one. So don't decide to criticise what I have and you do not.
That's why I'm asking...
Shut up! You stupid ignorant dick! You have no clue what science is, and for that you're being told off by a flat earther for the second time on the same show. Don't criticize my scientific acumen. You don't have one. You haven't even got the vaguest clue what a scientific experiment is. I asked you and you gave me an incorrect declaration, you stupid idiot. That's why you're getting berated for your stupidity on the second consecutive attempt to join in a conversation between intelligent people who do know what science is, and that is not you.
All right, you would be on the ground, slapped dead, crying. If
Yeah, tell me how much you want to see me in pain. While I humiliate your dumbass for not knowing what science is. Yeah, tell my audience how you'd like to see me be hurt for this. Yeah, it's called projection.
Sound like a real tough guy.
Yeah, tough guy. Yeah, you're a fuckwit who doesn't know what science is and you're getting told that by a flat earther. You don't have to like it, but it is what's happening, you fuckwit clown with zero scientific acumen. You're being disciplined by me. Told what's what by a flat earther. I love it.
yeah, you could talk, but in reality, if you
You're a fuckwit in reality who's getting told what science isn't when you give me an incorrect declaration about what a constituent part of a scientific experiment is, which you don't know because you are thick. Now, maybe if you eventually sit down and shut the fuck up, I'll educate you on the 3 constituent parts of a scientific experiment, which you do not know because you, the globe believer, are ignorant.
Well, if some guy came up to me talking like this to my
You'd
Bro,
get
you really
told
flexing on
that
this?
you're a stupid idiot when you make declarations about science. You question my scientific acumen. Should I punch you in the nose because you haven't got a fucking clue what science is? Does that mean I should beat you on the floor? Beat the living shit out of you because you told me I don't know what science is when you haven't got the vaguest clue? Is that what happens to people who come and make declarations about what people don't know? You should be beaten up, right?
But when you insist,
Should you be beaten up for telling me I don't know what science is when you haven't got the first clue? That's what you're saying. It's reasonable that if someone comes and makes an assertion that's totally unreasonable, like you've done, you don't know what science is, Nathan. So that means you should get beaten up, does it, you stupid dick?
no, when you insist,
No! So how dare you assert that because I've pummeled your absolute nonsense, that somehow that means that I'd get beaten up at the end? Yeah, a pathetic loser who loses an argument would turn it into a physical altercation. That's what you would do, my friend. You'd beat me up for losing your argument and getting told that you don't know what science is. You'd hate being told. You'd see the disdain on my face and you'd want to wipe it off with a fist. Because you haven't got a fucking argument to do it with, have you, dick brain?
I would insult the person I'm talking to.
I'm insulting you for your stupidity. Because you are stupid. When asked what science is, you didn't fucking know.
And you
But
get
you were
slapped because you're a
Nathan
bitch.
earlier, so you were insulting.
Yeah, you decided to question my scientific acumen. I asked about
I
yours,
never insulted.
and then you started fundy muting me like you're doing now. What I would do is punch you. That's what you
personal,
told
bro.
us. You're a violent scumbag. The people who come into my comments and tell me I'm a psychopath because I pummel their arguments are merely projecting their own psychotic nature onto me. You would physically have an altercation with me because you've lost your argument after telling me I don't know what I'm talking about. Something that by your own standards I should punch you in the face for. Yeah? You come up to me and tell me I don't know what science is when you haven't got the vaguest clue. Yeah, by your standards I should just punch you. How dare you tell me I don't know what I'm talking about when you haven't got the vaguest clue what science is? You've got no right. I, on the other hand, don't see it as reasonable when someone comes up and challenges me based on my understanding of science, even if they're a clueless moron like you, that it would be reasonable to punch you in the face for that. What I will do is tell you, with all the disdain I can muster, to humiliate you by way of your own stupid declarations. I'll point them out to you, and then I'll humiliate you for them, because I can't reach through this mic and punch you, but I can degrade you. I can humiliate you. I can tell you with absolute authority that you're a complete retard. And I can justify it with your own fucking words, retard. Now, you don't have to like it, and you can tell my audience how you'd want to hurt me for it, but it won't change how fucking wrong you are, and how little you stupid clowns know about science. You haven't got the first clue what science even is. By talking through me this whole time just means you haven't listened, but my audience will hear me berating you while you fundy mute me, you stupid scumbag troll.
All right, you're a pussy. That's basically all.
Yeah, that's what he's got, an ad hom. talk through every fucking word of me berating him so he doesn't have to listen to it, and then tell me I'm a pussy.
You're a pussy because...
Yeah, I heard your ad hom the first time. You're a moron and doesn't understand what science is. I've declared it because it's true. I've given an example because it's true. You've made a declaration incorrectly about what a scientific experiment is, demonstrating your stupidity. Calling me a pussy isn't going to fucking work.
It takes a dick to know a pussy.
Yes.
No.
Bro, but how you
He
flexing
is
on
a
the internet,
scaredy
bro?
cat.
Like,
Scaredy cat.
I don't understand. I don't understand what your tactic is here, guy. What's the
He's
tactic?
cornered. He's cornered
what's the
and
motive?
he's stretching.
He's
Yeah, why you
taking
want to
throw
speak with this
attention.
asshole, Nathan? Why
He's
you coming
lying
here
that
and
he's on
listening
the
to him?
fence.
He has none.
He's
And they need to
expressing.
understand.
There are
If
people
you
that
say
don't
somebody that
He's
If he
being
was
really
on the
honest.
fence,
He's expressing how they all feel. I love it. They all want me to be in pain. They all want me to be penniless and in pain. Why? Because they can't defeat my argument. And that's what's just happened. He couldn't defeat my argument. He doesn't know what science is. His argument is you don't know what science is, and I've proved how stupid he is. What's the result? He wants to hurt me and have me earn no money. Yeah? It's pathetic and telling. That's how these people are. They're just scum.
well, he says he was on the fence. He's a liar. He's disingenuous. He comes on. If he was on the fence, he'd ask serious questions, and we would know the difference. But we sniff right through it, and when push came to shove, he starts ad homing you and starts berating you because you do a show and you earn a living doing this, and you're not sending up a balloon, Nathan.
It's pathetic.
A
Hello?
bloke in a spacesuit in a vacuum chamber, that means that the sky's a vacuum. That the two proofs don't marry, do they?
Well, that's what they tell us, and that's why I want to say. And then the SpaceX, the guy has zippers on the spacesuit, and I'm like, what's going on here?
Okay, please, I beg of you. Yeah, okay, thank you. So you want to see the stuff that they claim is happening in the sky vacuum being tested on Earth? Thank you. Okay, I get it. It doesn't answer my question. Do you think the sky is a vacuum?
No, I'm not going to presume to know the truth, so I'm not going to say yes. I don't know. That's my answer.
That's fine. I don't know is a good answer. Now,
Can I rephrase the question, Nathan? Do you think the sky could be a vacuum?
When listening to you guys about the vacuum next to pressure does logically make sense. So that's why I couldn't disagree with that. No.
that was a lot of yeses and nos all in the same statement. Do you want to ask him again, Adam?
Sorry.
I agree with what you guys say, and as far as vacuum next to pressure.
Okay. Let me try. If I was to make the following statement, would you agree, yes or no? So just I agree or I disagree. If the sky was a vacuum, the gas we enjoy breathing would fill the space. Agree or disagree?
I would have to agree.
So the sky's not a vacuum in your reckoning then?
No, I mean, if I had to, if you pin me down like that, I would have to agree. Yes.